today. It's an absolute honor to have launched the Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement, TIPA, today at the Bharat Mandapam, which has come into effect. The first agreement with the four-nation European bloc of Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Iceland. India is fast engaging with the developed world from a position of strength, from a position of confidence.
India has just activated its newest trade play, and it's not with America, not with China, not even really with the European Union. It's with a smaller, quieter group of countries that most Indians probably don't even think about much. The EFTA bloc, that's Switzerland, Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. Starting Wednesday, India's trade agreement with EFTA officially kicks in. It's called the Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement, TIPA, one of India's most strategic moves in recent years. Why? Because this deal comes at a very sensitive moment. Just weeks ago, the US hit Indian goods with steep tariffs, as high as 50% on several categories of exports. And that's when India pulled out its diversification card. Instead of waiting for Washington to change its mind, India continued to quietly open new doors, like this one. Not through the big political EU, that negotiation is still going on, but through the less talked about EFTA bloc. So what's actually in this deal? On paper, it's simple. EFTA cuts or removes tariffs on more than 92% of Indian export items. India offers tariff concessions on about 82% of EFTA products. But beyond paperwork, this means Indian goods get easier, cheaper access into 4 of Europe's wealthiest markets. But India didn't stop there. It made a bold ask: if you want access to our fast-growing consumer market, you must invest. And EFTA agreed. They promised $100 billion in investments over 15 years, with the goal of creating at least 1 million direct jobs in India, said the Commerce Ministry. EFTA countries are betting on India as their future manufacturing base, their R&D hub, their supply chain alternative to China, and also on India's population of 1.3 billion and combined GDP of more than $1 trillion. So what kind of exports can benefit first? Well, what's coming into India cheaper now is premium Swiss chocolates and luxury watches, high-end electronics, Norwegian pharma and machinery, even Icelandic seafood and European coffee blends. And in return, India is pushing out gems and jewelry to Switzerland, bulk drugs to Norway, leather goods and machinery to Iceland and Liechtenstein, and even tea and coffee into Europe's premium retail shelves. That means almost every Indian product from textiles to generic medicines can now enter rich European markets like Switzerland and Norway absolutely duty-free, no tariffs. And this is coming at the perfect time, because India's exporters are spreading out. In August, despite US tariffs, India's overall exports grew 7%. How? They rerouted their trade more to China, Hong Kong, the UAE, the Netherlands and other countries. Now, the EFTA Pact could become the European arm of that pivot. And India is now building multiple doors. However, trade deals are only as strong as politics. If protectionist sentiment rises again from either side, there could be pressure to renegotiate. And trade negotiations take time. We saw what happened with the US, one policy change and suddenly your biggest export route becomes a toll road. But that's exactly why this diversification matters. The more connected India is, the more difficult it becomes for any single country to apply pressure. And as more of these deals kick in, India won't just be exporting goods. It will be exporting stability, partnerships, and leverage. So next time you see a Swiss watch or a bar of chocolate, remember, trade isn't just economics. It's diplomacy, psychology, and insurance. And right now, India is quietly trying to build all three.